Hey, what is up, y'all? I wanted just to jump on here and share just a little bit of a testimony of what we experienced, from what I experienced myself when we went to North Carolina, Tennessee to help with the flood disaster relief and all of that. It was life changing for me. Just I got to see God move in so many different ways, not only in the people that we were serving, but also through me. Um, the past several months, actually, I've been battling with just a negative spirit telling me that I'm not hearing from the Lord. I'm not receiving the message. I'm not studying the Bible enough. I'm not just close enough to Him, and it's just been relentless. I mean, there's nights that it's been keeping me awake all night long. And as we were going through, as we were getting ready to go to Tennessee, I really didn't have any idea what we were going to do when we got there. I'd reached out to several places. None of them had responded. I did hear some back from one of the places, and they said just to call, or they would call us, but they never did call. And so we just went, trusting that the Lord would guide us to where that we needed to be, and lead us and just use us in the moment. And so as we went, we just kept praying. We got there. We ended up. I knew we were going to Newport, Tennessee. I just felt called to that area to start. We got there. We were decided after we checked into our hotels to just drive over to the area and see what the damage looked like and just start praying over it. And then we knew that God would lead us to where we were supposed to be. So we do that, and we're surveying and just checking out areas that we could hit the next day for storm relief and to pray over people, to pass out whatever we had that they could use. And we're in this just area that's just devastated. Houses are gone. We're filming video and stuff like that, trying to document everything so that we can create this documentary, because our intention is to go back in January. And this truck pulls up behind us, and this lady gets out, and she has bags of food, and she's like, "Hey, I brought you guys some food, da da da." And I was like, "We're not here for food. We're here to help. We've ate. We're good to go, but we want to help. And we're from Indiana. We're with a church up there, and we're just Christians, and we just felt like this undeniable call to come down here and just be with you guys, to love on you guys, to pray with you guys, to let you know that you aren't forgotten. You are seen and you are heard, and there's people out there praying for you." And she was blessed, and she told us about a ministry, which ended up being Feed My Sheep. And so we take that from there, and we actually went back to our hotels and got a good night's sleep, and we got up the next morning and decided to go visit Feed My Sheep Ministries there in Newport, Tennessee. We show up the morning. Nobody knew that we were coming. We kind of uncertain about being there and everything like that. And we walk in, and we're like, "Hey, we're here to help." And there was one volunteer in there, and she was like, "What?" And it was like, "We're here to help. What can we do? We're from Indiana. We felt called by the Lord to come down here, and we're here." And she's like, "You're an answer to my prayers. I prayed this morning that God would send people to help me, and I was just praying for one, and you showed up with 5 people." And it was just a blessing to get to experience that on a personal level. Like I said, I've been battling with just hearing from the Lord, and that was a confirmation to me. But the biggest confirmation came as one of the members of our team challenged us to do a spiritual, oh, I don't know, just a spiritual, just to go ask the Lord to show us something, to give us a scavenger hunt. That's the word I was looking for. Just the Lord to give us an image, a Bible verse, word of encouragement, something that we were going to experience while we're there. And so I went off and I prayed, and I kept seeing these big pictures, or these big waves, right? Like the kind of waves that you see whenever you're watching a TV show, or if you've ever been to Hawaii, the kind of waves that they surf on. And I was like, "Lord, I'm in the middle of Tennessee. There's not many waves around here." And I kept praying, and then I got the picture that I was going to see these waves on a shirt. And I was like, "Oh, Lord." So I went around searching the rest of the day, because this is pretty specific, right? And so I went around searching the rest of the day for just a wave on a shirt, any kind of wave, just keeping my eyes open. I didn't see anything. And again, the enemy is like, you're not hearing from the Lord. You're not receiving what the Lord's saying. And I just prayed and prayed and prayed that, and believing and knowing that I was hearing from the Lord. The next morning, which was Friday morning, we were preparing to leave. Bucky's gas station had it was between where we were hoteled at and Newport, Tennessee, where we were serving at. So Bucky's had kind of become a pretty frequent stop for us to get gas, to fill up on supplies, to take over whatever we needed, just to hang out. And so we decided to visit Bucky's one last time because we all wanted to get a picture with the Bucky Beaver. And so we did that. And as I was standing in line to check out, I'm going to try to show it. I don't know if I can show it with the camera or not, but I see a lady and she's wearing this shirt. And you see the waves on there, and then it says "Spirit lead me" below it. And I was absolutely floored in that moment because I'd been struggling, like I said, battling with just the enemy tormenting me with that I'm not hearing from the Lord. And then this lady standing in front of me right before we're ready to leave town with the waves on the back of her shirt, and it says "Spirit lead me." And that was confirmation to me in that moment that the Spirit is leading me, that He is with me, and that God is moving through me. And I tapped the lady on the shoulder, and we just started talking, and she was blessed by my testimony, and I was blessed just to be able to experience that. And we're going to have more stories to come, so keep following my page. And if you want to follow my YouTube channel, it's at Faith and Lenses, Faith and Lenses. My faith, and I love photography and videography, so lenses, like in camera lenses. So follow me on YouTube. Lucas and I are going to be working on a documentary. We've got gigabytes of data, gigabytes of video, hours and hours of video that we're going to be splicing together, putting together, editing, and getting ready to just share the story of those that we were with, share the experiences of these people, show you some of the areas that we went through, because we want to bring awareness. We want to keep this area in the forefront of just everybody's attention, because this is not over. They're still down there struggling. We got a message as we sat at our huddle Thursday morning at breakfast. I received a message from, or a notification on Facebook from one of the groups that we follow, that night before, Wednesday night, they found 190 more bodies out in one of the towns that they hadn't been able to get to yet. So there's still people missing. There's still people that are hurting. There's still people that have lost everything down there, and they don't know when or how they're going to rebuild. So we need you to keep your prayers and your thoughts on these communities that were ravaged. The news isn't talking about it anymore. It's just kind of out of sight, out of mind. But there are still people down there that are hurting. There's still people down there that are needing something that you have that you could either donate, pray for them, or whatever. So just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And like I said, we are planning on going back down in January. So keep an eye out for notifications about that. Follow my Facebook page, follow my YouTube page. And let's just keep pushing the stuff that's happening down there, and keep pushing it out to everybody so that we can keep this in the forefront of what's going on. Thank you all for watching. God bless, and we'll see you soon.